And at this point, I feel like we need to make a game out of the number of times I said experience during this recording. Hi, I'm Dr. Mrs. Mom, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that I'm finally doing this. It's been a while. I've been meaning to and hoping to create a YouTube channel. But before I get into the excitement and all the things, I think it's only fair that I introduce myself to you and kind of explain the random title, Tea with DMM. So my name is Onyeka, but for the sake of this channel, I'll be going by Dr. Mrs. Mom or DMM, however it lands. I don't know, we're filling things out. From the title, you can tell that I am a doctor, not an MD, PhD. There is a difference, cannot prescribe medication to anyone. I have my PhD in biology, and I am currently a postdoctoral fellow working in a genetics lab. A lot of my experience is in biochemistry and molecular biology. That is the track that I was on for my doctorate, and so that's where the doctor comes from. The Mrs., as you can tell, I am a wife to an amazing husband who I appreciate dearly. And some of you actually might have come here from a podcast that we co-host called The Extra Day Science, which is where the T comes from in the title of this podcast or of this channel. So married, and I am also a first-time mom who is in the thick of wrapping up her fourth trimester. It's been a whirlwind, and God be praised. Above all of these titles and roles, I am a daughter to the King of Kings. I am a Christian. I believe that the Bible is the authentic Word of God, and a lot of my life experiences and viewpoints, right, is contextualized by that framework, a biblical perspective. And so, once again, thank you so much for being here and listening to me as I figure out this whole YouTube journey. So I mentioned earlier that I had been wanting to start a YouTube channel for the longest time. And not just because of the allure of YouTube, right? But also because I strongly believe in the power of storytelling, the power in hearing and observing other people's life experiences. I think it does something in teaching us how to share empathy, how to be more understanding. I think it also teaches us how different life can be based off of other people's social context or faith context, whatever it is we would like to say. And so I've always been a fan of storytelling, whether that's through blogs I've written in the past or through co-hosting podcasts. Some of you actually might know me as Yeka O from Not Your African Cliche, which is a podcast I co-hosted with a few of my girlfriends while I was in grad school, and currently being a co-host with my husband for the Extra Day Science podcast that I mentioned earlier. And so I've always loved telling stories, just so that we can learn from one another, right? Or I think there's something about telling stories and sharing your experience when you relive them that is a little cathartic. That's the English, cathartic? Yes. It's a little cathartic, and it also helps you realize that you are not alone. Which is one of the things that Instagram has taught me. If you're not following me on Instagram, I think you should. It's going to be Dr. Mrs. Mom. Anywho, so I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel because I think there's something about audio and visuals when it comes to storytelling. And so this is maybe my own medium, perhaps a personal diary that I'm hoping to be able to go back and reflect on, but also at the same time be able to share experiences that I've had with you guys in the hopes to show you that you're not alone, in the hopes to maybe even inspire you to go out and do something that you've always wanted to do, or to remind you that your dreams are valid. I don't know what this is gonna morph into, but the one thing that I do know is that I'm really, really excited that I'm now in front of the camera, because usually all of this stuff is not with a camera, but in front of the camera, aside from church announcements that I've done in the past, and just to share my heart with you, share what I believe that the Bible is saying about certain things. And I know for some people, faith is a very charged word, and I encourage you not to tune out. I understand if you need to, but I think one of the things with being in a space where you have like a lot of feelings about, right, is to be able to kind of help you also like process through and challenge yourself. And so how about you stick around and we share me through the camera, and you through the comments, or however this social media YouTube thing works, however this YouTube thing works. But I'm really excited to go on this journey to just share my heart, share the things that I've gone through, so that you don't have to go through them. And that's another thing. I'm one of those people who I solely believe, not solely, but I'm one of those people who is a huge fan in not having to repeat mistakes that other people have made. So I have an older brother, and growing up, listen, he would make all the mistakes. I would see the consequences, and you would not find me there. And so I'm one of those people who learn that way. I learn from other people's experiences, which is why I value hearing other perspectives as well. And so hopefully that's what this space is going to be, a place where we can authentically and organically grow community of women and men who are interested in the female perspective, just about our experiences and the things that we've gone through, and all the ways that we can grow and challenge one another to be the best version of ourselves, which is the version that God has created us to be. And so with that being said, thank you so much for clicking on this title, the thumbnail. I don't know what brought you here, but thank you for being here. And I hope that in the future, that the next couple of videos that we get to shoot, that we get to learn more about ourselves. So please don't forget to like, to subscribe. What's the other thing? And to share. Like, share, and subscribe. I think that's what the YouTubers say. So like, share, and subscribe so that your friends and your family can experience some of the conversation that we're having. Anyways, have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your day, and welcome to our community. Bye.